Oh, I think I'm in love. Oh, look at those daffodils. Aren't they just beautiful? You just want to go, oh, it's like the biological, what's that word? Botanical version of a puppy or a kitten, isn't it? Daffodils like this. It's the botanical version of a puppy. So have a look at this. You've got in 4 different designs. Now, this is the card making set. Now, in this, you're going to get background paper. You're also going to get frames. You're also going to get borders for the side of a card, front of the card, or in landscape or portrait. And what I'm going to do is going to go through every set and explain how they work. And then at the end, I'll show you one. I'll just show you one idea of what you can do. So this is the first set that you get in this card making download set. I mean, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? From top to bottom, you've just got daffodil after daffodil after daffodil. Now that is designed as a portrait, but there's no reason why you can't use that landscape as well. It works just as well landscape-wise as well, because you can hardly see the leaves growing in that direction, so it doesn't really matter. Now, what's fantastic about these sets as well is because you've got this one, but then you've got the smaller version. So instead of it just cutting out a smaller bit, you could actually put that on the front of an A5 card, or you can matter and layer that over the top of that one. And look how fantastically they work together. So listen, I'm not going to insult your creative talent. You can do lots and lots of different things with these, mix and match. And then it goes even smaller. It's exactly the same design, but you've got it in smaller. Imagine that on the front of a C6 card, or part of a larger card, or just putting a lovely picture on there, or making a frame out of that as well. There's loads of things you can do. You've even got the very small ones here. Now, you could, if that was too big for doing a sentiment card, and which way some sentiment on the front or a tag, you could cut that in half. You could fold that in half and punch a hole, and you've got a beautiful little daffodil tag. If you're giving flowers to somebody for Easter or something, these are fantastic for Easter. Spring, you can make some beautiful, beautiful invitations. You can make laminate. You've got your fantastic dinner setting, haven't you? Imagine that. Dinner setting, you've got all the daffodils, and you can make the whole Easter table out of different things. If you have a look at all the different sets, they're beautiful. You could even do the menu. Imagine putting the menu on that. You could type a menu and say, your Easter dinner is this, or spring invitations to parties, or whatever you want. This is beautiful. And again, you're getting this in 4 sizes. You're getting that lovely golden daffodil, and you've got that beautiful frame that you can cut out, or you can go onto the top. Frame too big? Don't worry. You've got the slightly smaller one there, and you can put a frame within a frame. And then you're going smaller still. You're getting 4 on that one. And finally, you've got that one. Again, that could be used landscape or portrait, and that's just crying out for Happy Easter, or spring is here again, or just good luck, or congratulations. You've got those. Now, you've also got these as well in the set. Now, these are borders. Now, you think, well, that's a bit tight. Well, you might only want one, but the way they've been designed is that you can make a landscape card a portrait card by folding that over and trimming down the edge. I'll do one for you at the end so you can see it working. If you look at the rose demonstration as well, the rose, you can fold that over and make a beautiful edge there. You've also got the portrait one with the daffodils on there as well. And again, it's portrait going down the edge of the big card. And you've got the smaller card, and again, you've got the portrait going down there. Or you could just cut them out and make thin borders, and then you've got the very small ones. But what about having those as like little tags like that? So you can put the text on here, or you could have them, there's lots of different ways of using those. Now that's the portrait. Now these are the landscape. So you've got the design going down the edge there. So you could fold that in the half, and then, in fact, we'll have a go at making that. I've done one with the rose, but I'll do a slightly different version with this one, if you're going to have a look at roses. Then you've got the smaller version there, and it's placed on this side, so if you crease it here and fold it, that's going to be on the outside of the front of the card. Then you've also got the C6 size, and you've also got the small sentiment ones there too. But listen, I'm going to show you what to do with this, just give you another idea of what you can do with these. So I've got my mat here, and I'm just going to cut out, you see all the edge here like this, all down the edge here? I'm just going to cut out the edge. Now, I'm going to do this roughly because I haven't got the time, and you've not got the time to sit here watching me doing this. But with these sets, there are absolutely loads and loads of ideas that you can do with them. If you're a bit unsure, if you're a new crafter, you can go and have a look at the projects and then copy exactly what I'm doing. And then when you've done that, you can look at the other sets that we've got and you can just get some inspiration from, you know, things you can do. But always make sure you keep looking at the website, because every day we're adding new ideas, we're adding new products, we're adding new demonstrations, galleries, lots of different things all the time. So I've done one like this before, but I'm doing this slightly different. So I'm just going around this, and don't laugh at my cutting out, because I'm doing this back to front so you can see it all the time, and I'm trying to do it quickly. So just trim around the edge. I'm just giving you a nice border on this card. So the good thing about this card making set is you've got the daffodils as the main image, but there's lots of different ways of using that main image. But have a look on the website too, because we've got the decoupage sets, we've got the mix and match sets, we've got the toppers. Go and have a look at the toppers. I mean, those would go fantastic with this card making set. I'm just trimming around this even more. Now, you can fold this directly in half, but I'm going to create more of a square card with this one. Just give you an idea of what you can do. I'm getting bored now. I want to get to the end. There you go. I've made a bit of a dog's ear of that. Now, what I would do here, you can see how I've trimmed that now. Can you see that? See how I've trimmed that down the edge? You would do a much better job. Now, you can see at the top and the bottom when you print it out, I would trim that along the bottom and trim it along the top so that fits perfectly. Now, if I folded that in half, exactly in half, you would get that lovely border down the edge like that. See like that? But you can also fold it so you create more like a square. So I want to create a square effect here. Now, this is only onto paper, but you would do it onto card. It would be much better. So I'm going to put that there like that. I'm going to create a wonderful square card. Don't forget this would be in card. And I'm just showing you how you can alter it. You can either do an A5, or you can do a slimline, or you can do what I'm doing in my case. I'm creating a square one here, just lining this up so it's going to be spot on. And that just emboss down there, just make a line so when it folds over it's perfect. Then when you fold that over, you see you've got the start of a beautiful card. Now you could take some of the, there's the card and that opens like that, but you could use some of this lovely backing paper on the inside of that card. Maybe that's a bit too much. Let's try the smaller one. Let's have a look. Oh, there you go. Well, you could put that inside there. Okay, well, you're getting the idea, aren't you? You could put something inside there, a picture. You can use one of the toppers, but you can see how you created that card, and you've got the border there going over the top. You could have another one cut out and stuck down here if you want to. So that's just one way of using these borders. But if you want to make beautiful cards like this one, all you've got to do is pay for it, obviously, and then you can download it and use it as many times as you want. And then you can create a wonderful card like I've started there, and you've got these beautiful daffodils, you've got the fantastic background papers, and you can mix and match to your heart's content.